The MARTA line opening tomorrow runs from Avondale to downtown Atlanta. Earlier, when MARTA operators were testing the system, I had a chance to ride the train along with Action News chief photographer Dave Mobley, and we want to show you just what it's like on the East Line. The east end of the line ends at Avondale right now. Eventually, MARTA's rapid rail system will extend past the perimeter highway, but for now, Avondale is one end of the line. Each of MARTA's new rail stations is unique in design, and the Avondale station has a special feature for people who arrive at the station from one of MARTA's connecting bus routes. Bus riders have a special entrance to the station. It allows them to proceed directly to the train platform with their fare transfer. And for people in DeKalb County who plan to drive to the station and then take the train downtown, there are more than 1,000 free parking spaces. When you leave the Avondale station, you don't travel very far before entering the first tunnel. This tunnel goes under Sycamore Street in Decatur and leads right to the beautiful underground Decatur station. This is the only underground stop on the East Line. The atmosphere is bright and colorful with 2 huge murals. The street level of the Decatur station is a plaza. It's surrounded by government offices and businesses. The tunnels in the MARTA system are different from most train and subway tunnels. That's because there's a 4-foot walkway beside the tracks. The walkway is the same height as the floor of the train cars, so that in the event of a problem with a train in the tunnel, passengers can exit directly onto the walkway and safely walk out of the tunnel. The third station along the trip is Eastlake. It is convenient to riders living in Atlanta and DeKalb County and to people in West Decatur. There are 600 parking spaces at Eastlake, and like most of the MARTA stations, people will be encouraged to come on their bicycles and take advantage of the free bike hitching post, or rent a bicycle locker for $4 a month. Power for the MARTA trains comes from a third rail alongside the tracks. This rail supplies 750 volts of direct current to the train. It has a protective cover, but it is extremely dangerous. Anyone who comes in contact with the third rail would be electrocuted instantly. The Edgewood-Candler Park station is almost exactly the halfway point on the East Line. It's located on DeKalb Avenue between Whiteford and Mason and has parking spaces for almost 1,000 cars. Every MARTA train will have an operator. The trains can be controlled automatically by a computer, or they can be controlled by the operator. At any time, the operator can take control of the train away from the computer. And even when the train is operating automatically, it is the operator who controls the switch to open and close the doors. The next station is Inman Park, Reynoldstown. Inman Park is an historic neighborhood filled with beautifully restored Victorian homes. When those homes were built, the original residents rode the rails on streetcars to get downtown. Now, once again, transit rails are providing the easiest and fastest way from Inman Park to downtown Atlanta. The MARTA train cars are air-conditioned for a comfortable ride in the summer, and it's amazing how smooth and quiet they are. Coming up next, 70 feet up in the air over Decatur Street is the spectacular King Memorial Station. The elevated tracks leading in and out of King Memorial are at the highest point in the system and provide a spectacular new view of the developing Atlanta skyline. There are almost 400 parking spaces at this station, and like all the MARTA lots, the parking is free. The temporary end of the line is at the Georgia State Station. This station is part of the Twin State Office Towers now under construction. It's located on Piedmont Avenue, convenient to government offices, Georgia State University, and Grady Hospital. That's the East Line. The fare is 25 cents for a 15-minute ride from Avondale to downtown. At first, the trains will operate only Monday through Friday at 5:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Weekend service is expected to begin around September when more train cars are ready for service. And in December, MARTA will open the West Line, extending the rails on through 5 Points and out to the High Tower Station. It took MARTA 4.5 years of construction from groundbreaking until the official opening tomorrow. And if you want to be one of the first to ride the train, the stations are open Saturday and ready for you. The trains will also be running a special schedule Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Now, if you've never been on a subway, this is a real treat. And if you've been on BART, DC's Metro, New York Subway, and Chicago's L's, you'll enjoy it even more. MARTA's got the best of all worlds, and it's right here in Atlanta. This is Monica Kaufman along the East Line.